Hey there, are we live? It says we're live. Welcome back, guys. We're live in today's live show. We're going to be 3D printing this 10mm buddy. Adds a whole new meaning to making friends, and we'll paint them in the meantime while the other guy's printing. So without any further ado, let's get started. You'll have an STL file down in the description link that's below. And you can follow along if you like, because we're going to see if it really works. Gotta say, I love next week's live 3D print. When I saw that, I was like, it may work, it may not work. First print, it was phenomenal, but today we're just going to stay focused on today's print. But I keep thinking about yesterday's print. This is nice. This is something you can keep in the shop, knowing that and moving forward. Let me just get everything ready so that it is just right for you. Just gonna pop out our chat so that I can see in case we have visitors. We always like when visitors come, but that's okay. They don't come because they will watch down the line. All right, so let's see. I'm just gonna pull this out. You're probably wondering, what is he doing? If only you knew. Here we are. See, and there it is. So we're gonna download the STL file. All right. And see, voila, it just downloaded. I'm gonna move that. I'll move me over here. Good habit to be there for now, for today's video. Sometimes you get moved around, or maybe not. Maybe I'll move me back to where it was, and then just lock it. All right, so now it just downloaded to our downloads. See right there, Socket Buddy. Doesn't need any support, so I was a little nervous printing them the first time. See, and just no directions needed. Sometimes you want to read the fine print of your STL download description, because sometimes additional information will be there. But in this particular case, not necessary. But we'll double check just for you. See, print profile, description, printing tip. There is a seam, obviously, and in the 3MF file, it is set to be in the rear of the print, but that only works if the legs are pointed towards the front of the printer. If you rotate anything around, be aware that the seam location may change. Okay, so this is not the channel for you if you want to get rid of seams and make your print super perfect. It will print, it will work, and sometimes I noticed that in 3D prints you will have a seam. So as you can see, it looks like he's facing the printer, so he has it set up so that these things right here, I'll show you in case you're wondering, what is he talking about? Some people are crazy about these seams. See that little line right there? And there's a way to get rid of that. You can either sand it out or fine-tune the settings so that they're just invisible. To each their own, but it's amazing that some people actually figured out how to get rid of that. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to print it. I just want to make a friend. I just want my buddy. All right. So knowing that and moving forward, as you can see, he opened up. So to always read the fine print, because then maybe they'll say infill 3 something, density, whatever. So in this case, we're using Cura, and in case you're wondering about the Cura, you just go here, see Ultimaker, and right here, File, and go to Help, and then you have About, see, and it's Cura 5.9.0. There was some questions I had gotten about Cura, and looks like this one's a little bit buggy too. I've had to restart my machine after slicing, and some people are having issues where they can't actually slice their stuff. So the only issue around that would be probably to either downgrade to a different version of Cura, or just reboot your machine. Hopefully we won't have to do that here because we lose our live feed, but since we're streaming with a key, hang on and don't go anywhere. The stream might drop, but it will just push again, which is kind of cool when you stream with a key. All right, so we're gonna slice it, opposed to just streaming from the actual software that does it for you. 2 hours and 42 minutes, and then we'll go to save to disk. We'll just call it Socket Buddy, right? Socket Buddy 2025, and then we'll just slice it to the desktop, save it to wherever you want. Everyone has a different directory. And now I'm just gonna go close this out, and then this way I don't have to worry about it crashing. Close this out, you should have that. Close that out, okay. And see, now it should be right there. See that? It's right here. All right, so now I'm gonna go to my printer, because we print wirelessly. We don't have to use an SD card. New tab. And right here, see Beagle Print. And then once I go into the Beagle Print, I'm just gonna log in and then go to printable files, upload it, and that's our camera right there. See, Socket Buddy, it's on the G code. There we go. And then now we're gonna select open. And once we select open, we can just press print. And always watch those first few layers to make sure your print doesn't crash. And now, see, voila, the printer started. Let's see, we can have a peek inside. And there it is, voila. Kind of neat, huh? So we'll let this bad boy print, and we'll see how we can paint this one moving forward. I wonder if I could reverse it. No, we want to watch this one print. So we have some supplies here. So I took from my kids. I mean, they've had since they were in kindergarten, so you don't need to buy new stuff. If you have old paint brushes and stuff, just bring them out, bust them out. Just have some maybe paper towels handy for your paint. A little beaker from Science Experiment, so I could use as a dropper, because you only need to wet the paint a little bit, not a lot. And the brushes, we'll just keep the brushes here. I think we'll probably use a total of 4 colors. But knowing that, moving forward, I'll show you the paints that we'll be using while that thing gets started and heated up. These are the paints here. You just should take out, for sure I want white for its lettering. Legs, I want to make a grayish for the legs. And for his body, he was already yellow. Yellow is a little hard to paint, but doable. But just to make him noticeably, maybe a little green for his arms or legs. And last but least, I don't know, I could see him with a little bit of, we're definitely gonna need black if we want to make the gray darker, and maybe a little red. I don't know, we'll see how that works out. Okay. And then if you don't have a plate, you could use paper, because these paints are so thick, which I'm gonna go get a sheet of paper. Just work it on a sheet. And that's how many hours? 2 hours and 30 minutes. Just a regular sheet of paper. Nothing fancy, and just some paints, and the paper will help absorb the paint. Usually I'd probably do this on the floor, but we've got a little plate, which is fine. Whatever works right for you guys, and maybe fold the sheet up, right, to make it a little bit thicker, since we're going to be using water. Or you can make like your own little palette thingy, right, that can go onto the plate. Alright, knowing that, and moving forward, this disposable plate from a party cup, party cup. Just rinse it every time. Alright, so let's see what we have here. We have our little guy, little man. Probably want to do lettering, Not sure if I want to do white. I'll do this color. Oh wow, interesting. At least the paints haven't dried out. Oh yeah, it's a good color. Just checking them out. And interesting. A little tricky, but definitely doable. We're just gonna paint. Oh, nice. A number 1. And I don't know. A lot of people have printers that can do all this for you. It's fun painting them, though. You know? It takes your time, and hopefully it's a little tricky. I think I might have to put a piece on here that might require some cutting. Afraid. Paintbrush. It's okay, I think I have more of these in the box. But what we can do is needs a little water so that it's easier to work with. So we're not going to use that much. That's why you have the beaker too. So you can, or just put your paint in the water, right? And then let the water work its magic. If you don't have a little beaker, see, I'm just do like this. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Now the paint is a little bit workable. You can work with it. Just work it. Because it was a little chunky monkey. And if you really want to fine tune the paint, just get a thinner brush. But this is fine. You know, we're doing this is for fun. You know, while we're making a new one. I was going to fly the Mavic 3 today to do a video. We still have more drone videos coming up. It's just in the winter, it's hard to fly. I mean, I had the flyer that I was capturing, which was really cool. Sort of, you know, someone's home, someone died, but being able to capture the image, the memories, was kind of neat. And, you know, you're not supposed to fly over like emergency police situations, but you can fly within the perimeter of it. And one thing I realized that I didn't turn on, and someone commented on one of the videos on the Mavic 3, but now we have the Pro, saying, you know, really nice, because I had made a video on the 3x zoom, and then I didn't use it. I never used it. I wasn't crazy about it, because if you saw my video on the 3x zoom on the Mavic 3, it's garbage. And so when I got the Mavic 3 Pro, was on there, and I felt no need to do a video since we already did one, and there's no need to do another. And I was on a meetup, and one of the guys, the meetup at the Colgate clock, and one of the guys got full view of the Freedom Towers, and it looked like his drone was close up, and the pixels, no lost pixels, and I was simply blown away. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe that that all this time I was ignoring the 3x because of my experience on the previous drone, and it is phenomenal. Like you saw, it looked like I was flying over the fire or a little close to someone's house, but I was like freaking like 1,000 feet away. So I'm gonna do another video on the 3x and even 7x. 7x, they were like in the backyard towards the end, but I cut that one short, because just no need to feel like people are being spied on. But if you could see it from public, because it's public airspace, then then there's no intention. It's kind of like of privacy, but it was just a little overkill. So I just cut that part to 3 seconds. But I was like, oh my god, that is so cool. And again, 3x on the Mavic 3 Pro is phenomenal, and I can't wait to make a video on it because you guys will be blown away too. So now you could actually be far away from an incident, right? Because the reason why they don't recommend, I don't know if it's illegal or not, but they say, I guess use your own judgment. You ever like on the highway and there's an accident, right? And then all of a sudden there's another accident because all the people looking at the accident, aren't paying attention. So it's kind of like that. That's why you don't want to fly your drone during police activity and stuff. But you at your own risk, because I could see an accident happening. If you're close by. This is okay. Maybe this guy wasn't meant to be painted. So fly at your own risk. But again, if you got the Mavic 3 Pro, oh my god, that zoom is phenomenal. But I kind of was disappointed with the Mavic 3 Pro because of that. Because I was so used to flying the 3 that let's say I'd be standing here and it looked like I was close up. And I wasn't crazy about that. I was like, wow, everything is zoomed in. So by default, it's a better camera because everything is zoomed in naturally. So you're going to get those really nice close-up shots. But I'm not crazy about that because now I have to go further back. I have to go way back because I'm too close. Even though I'm here and I'm shooting over there, you got to pull back, which is kind of cool because now you can capture more from far away. But I don't want to have to be, I want to be where I am by default and then have the camera work like a natural zoom on your, let's say if you have a 100x zoom, then that's fine. The 0 is always going to be 0 wherever you start, and it'll always have that same. It doesn't work like that with the Pro. You're knowing that moving forward, maybe throw a GoPro on there or another camera that will give you your what you're looking for if you don't want to fly back, because sometimes you can't go back. Maybe there's a structure, maybe there's someone's house, maybe so many maybes, and then you can't get that shot. That's why a lot of photographers use the Mini 4 Pro to get that money shot, and you'll get it. You'll get a really nice money shot with the 4 Pro, and then and it's harder to fly a big drone in tight space anyway. It's not really recommended for real estate photography. And with the Mini 4 Pro, it is phenomenal. Great camera, you'd never know. Now just using a little bit of red. I think I want to make his hands red, make it look like he's got red hands. This is really cool. We got this from one of our viewers / subscribers, Midnight Off-Road Runner. And really nice. This is so cool. I'm a big fan of tools. we're always on the search for holy grail of tools, and just when you think you're done, you're not done. Like, oh, I need that. The one thing I hate about tools is that when you need one, right, you have to go out and buy one, and sometimes it's a tool that you're never going to use again, and it just sits there. That's the part about the tools that I don't like. And then what do you do with it? Now it's just on the box, and then one day somebody will call you and be like, hey Lou, can I borrow one of your whatever, and you're like, yeah, sure. And then 10 years later, you never see it again. And so say goodbye to that. And it was funny, there's a guy in my neighborhood, he's like, never, because it was our first time living in a home, and he would always come by and give me these tips. He'd be like, hey, you should fix that, or like, hey, you should do this. Really amazing tips, because I don't have an eye like that. And then preventative is always cheaper than damage control. And then one day he came to me with advice where I was like, whatever. He's like, never lend out your tools. And I'm like, why? He's like, because you'll never see him again. I'm like, okay, all right, that's cool. All right, all the other advice was good, but this was just a little over the top. And then one day that moment came where someone knocked on my door and was like, hey, can I borrow your whatever? And I'm like, sure, no problem, man. I'm gonna be a good neighbor. And yeah, lo and behold, we've been here 4 years now, and I never saw that tool again. And I was like, no, Joe was right. Damn it, I should have listened to him. I'm never gonna see those tools again, ever. And it's true. You're never gonna see him again. I know some of you are thinking, why don't you just knock on his door? You would think that someone would remember when they borrowed something from you, that they give it back. No. Sometimes it's a tool that they like, oh my god, this is so cool. I like it. I ain't giving it. I don't know, or maybe they just forget. Or maybe they broke it, right? And they don't know what to say. Like, hey, thanks, this was great. Sorry, I broke it. I don't know. I've never done that before, but looks like we can drop some of that in there, but I'll do that a little bit later. So yeah, it's coming along pretty good. Little man, little buddy. Could probably spray paint the inside or give him some white shoes. Got white. Got some red-handed. White feet. This is really cool. Yeah, so what about you guys? You guys ever lend out? Oh, actually, you know what? I almost forgot. Oh, there's no one here. Okay, just us. It's okay. Moving forward, I'm going to be scheduling all the streams. The only downside to scheduling a stream is that you cannot I think you can't stream regularly. I'm going to try that after this with the Mavic. See if it'll let me stream. And speaking of stream, with the Mavic, if I'm recording on a live stream and I go into 3x or 7x, you can't do it while recording, which is a bummer. But you can do it while screen recording if you're recording the screen. So that's the only downside to the Mavic. Like, I should be able to record like you would on a regular camera, right? Let's say I'm recording you or a video, and all of a sudden you move far away and I gotta zoom in. Can't zoom in until you stop recording, which is a little bit of a bummer. You would think that they would That's a standard feature. Even my iPhone, I think, will let me zoom in on a recording. Can't remember because I don't zoom in much. But when with the Pro, you kind of have moments where you feel like you want to because it's too close. You know? Yeah. Unfortunately. This is coming out pretty good. White's a tough color to use on yellow. That's why if you plan to paint any of your 3D prints, do it in gray. Gray is a much easier color to print, and actually, the reason why you guys may not be able to see me, hopefully not, is it public? Yeah, it's public. Warning, current bitrate is lower than recommended bitrate. We recommend you use a stream bitrate of 20, yeah, but I don't even have anything set. Hold on, let's copy that. See if it'll let me. Stream settings are good. Analytics, stream health and latency. Analytics, one viewer. Stream health. Ah, interesting. Okay. 23,500. 23,500. Just telling what they say. And save. Great. Hopefully now I should keep everything. I'm just doing what YouTube said to do. And then now I just want to try something. Make sure it saves. And then I'm going to go here on 5, 2, 1. And then go back here. And then go back to our stream. Go here. Go there. I gotta watch an ad on my own video. It's fine. I missed it. Hold on. If that works in magic. Nice. There we go. All right. That takes care of that. And then I'll just bring this back to our other screen. I just, did what YouTube recommended, and now as you can see, it says stream status is excellent. Okay. And now we'll go back here. Voila. And then now we can continue painting. It's a little windy today. I'm not sure if we can fly. I want to fly though. And like I said, we got a lot of flying videos coming. We got the Pavo Pico Pro. We have maybe 3 Pro. A lot of videos on that one with features that are just phenomenal. Some more soldering videos. Next week we'll do a soldering video. It's winter time. It's hard to get out and fly. I wonder what the weather is today. Let's see what the Dronecast says. Dronecast. Wish there was a desktop version of it. Let's see. Dronecast. I saw the trees moving. It was really windy. No, it's not up. Oh my god, yeah. And you don't want to lose your drone, especially if you have prop guards on. It works like a sail. Here, I'll let you guys see, so that you can be like, "What is he talking about?" I just went outside, and it's beautiful. Here, and as you can see, where is it? There we are. And we go to search. There's Dronecast. See? Poor flying conditions. Wind speed 17 miles per hour. Gust speed 36, which is really fast. The branches like so fast that the branches from the tree next door fell down. And I know I've seen YouTube videos where guys are flying their drone in these strong winds, but I'm not that guy, because remember that drone is expensive, and it's, even though I have care refresh on the Mavic 3 is $700, so I gotta make a $700 deposit. I'll get that money back, and then I pay one something, but you have to have that money up front when you do the care refresh on your Mavic drone. That's how expensive it is. Oh. We are live still. That's the beauty of streaming with a key, because you just press that button and things just pick up where you left off. A little bit of a bummer. And we're using the settings that they said to use. It's possible that, let me make sure I'm connected to the correct Wi-Fi. No, I am. Well, I think, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it holds out. I believe his leg is yellow. I'm just going to clean up the brush again. Maybe make... So I got a ways to go. Apparently, if you got the right printer, you can freaking print multicolor. You can make his hands red, all that other fun stuff. I'm gonna make his body maybe green. I kind of like the green. Blue, green. I haven't used this green, so. Well, actually, you know what? Forgot. Don't want to dry out my paints. If you're not using them, just cover them up, because they will dry out. There. Well, that's why you take a little bit and you put it on the plate. I have my spatula thingy somewhere. I just can't find it. And sometimes you can just use, you don't even have to take a brush in there. You could just use that from the cap and then start using it until it runs out. But you're going to need more than this. So, put that on the plate and then start painting away. Hey, Mark Bay. I'm not Mark Bay. Midnight Off-Road Runner Liam. Great seeing you. I love that that 3D print from yesterday. And I love this one too. We're going to put him over here next to our Space Buddy. So we have him next to our show in the shop. In the Room of Creations. That was your idea. Love it. I changed it. I changed the logo to the Room of Creations. Yellow's a hard color to print. I could always pause print. I don't know if you saw my video on that. What paint I am using? I don't know what you ask. Hall. Is it an L? It looks like an L. Hold on. This paint right here. I got it from Amazon. It's actually called acrylic paint. Actually, that's the one thing I should have put in the description so that folks who want to paint their stuff can paint it, because I printed some amazing stuff with this paint. You know, you just got to be patient. And you know what? I'll do that. Oh, actually, I'll do it after the show, because I can do it here in the chat. Because remember, when we change the description while the show's live, it'll crash. But we can look it up in my old orders. Hold on. If it lets us, right? You might say, like, you're doing too much on your machine, can't handle the bandwidth. Alright, so now let's go to Amazon and my orders. Oh wow, interesting. Huh. Looks like it comes with paintbrushes. But I don't have those paintbrushes. Mine didn't come with paintbrushes. Huh. I got duped. Anyway, look, it comes with paintbrushes. A really fine one too. So you can do like I'm doing now to paint the 10mm. I'm using one of my kids' brushes, but I didn't get that lucky with my set. But it's a really amazing set. Love it. Just keep the lid on. Oh wait, he's painting shells. I wonder what kind of shells he's painting. Sometimes water does help it. Or the swivel. I have a swivel too. My kids love using the swivel when they paint stuff, because then you can just spin it around. Yeah, so that's why you need. There is a website called Maker World. Check that. Maker World. Check that out. It's pretty sick with designs. I will definitely check it out. Especially we got this one. Yeah, it's hard to find a good one though, but I think Maker World might be the way to go. There's another one I forget, other than Maker World. There was one where I got. Where did I get the print from last night from? I'll review my history. I'll find it. Actually. 10mm. Oh yeah, Maker World. Yeah, that's where I got this one, but there's another one from yesterday. Yeah, this was from Maker World. Yeah, I like Maker World. It's like you have to meet certain guidelines if you want to host your prints there so people can download, you know, so you know you're getting the good stuff. When I say my guy's got the good stuff, I usually mean it comes from Maker World. And then see, even one layer is not enough. That's why I recommend, if you're gonna paint your 3D prints, paint it in gray. Even white's hard because they're gonna need a lot of layers. A lot. Maybe 2 or 3 tops, but layers take time. Let's go back to the other screen. So you see, it's coming along. But as you can see, it's going to take a lot of layers. And then I'll just go back to our print. So if you stream with a key, opposed to streaming with the app, your stream still stays live with a key. If you're streaming with the app, any app like Minicams or whatever, which I like and I still use, you lose your stream. So you have to decide how you want to stream when you do stream. If you do decide to use the app, just know you will lose, and then people get pinged again, and they'll be like, "Hey, Lewis is live," and you know. Whereas before you saw the show drop, but it just said, you know, stream gone. So they're still tied to that same channel, but without transmission, which is kind of cool. I think I might do that from now on. This way I don't, if, you know, as long as I'm streaming outside of an app, different app. But when I'm doing regular streams, I'll just use Minicam. But that's a nice thing because then people don't get pinged again. They just say, sorry, no signal. We lost transmission. And I was like, oh wow, that's pretty, it sucked, but it was really cool because you guys didn't have to log off and sign on again, or even me. Like, it just kept that thing going. I'll definitely check out your shelf. There'll be many shelves that show up when I run a search for a shelf. But this is a nice one. See? It's coming along. I think now I'm gonna do his body. Right, another color, because remember, I can only do one layer at a time. There. Whoops, that's fine. Just gotta clean the brush again. That's really cool that you're printing a lot too. That's like me in the beginning, and me now. I spent a lot. I probably spent about, since I've started printing, 1, 2, 3, 4, about $120 on filament, because I've been through a total of like, oh no, more. Yeah, I don't count, maybe $200 in filament altogether throughout the course of as long as I had my printer. Now let's check out this secret shelf in the maker world. Oh, remember, close your lids so the paints don't dry out, because these are not cheap. Let's see. Secret shelf. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Oh my god, that is. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nobody would ever know when they come to rob your house that you have a secret shelf. They take what's on the shelf. But that is pretty cool. I could use something like that. As you've ever watched me, I'm always running out of space to put stuff. Like, I'm like, I'll put this here, put this there, and then have a little clip there. But a secret shelf, that would be cool, like right over here. Over there somewhere. I'll definitely look at the specs on that. Oh, you guys can't see. Hold on. Check it out. See, like I was saying, it's probably got 1,000,001 secret shelves. But this one's cool. You can screw it. Oh. I was like, I wonder if that comes with R2-D2. Oh, it's different sizes. That is cool. I like it. The guy's printing there. So now I think I'm gonna do. This part's tricky. Not really that tricky, but I think blue. But a light blue, not a dark blue. I should start labeling these so I know which one's open and which one's closed. So you could use what's on the lid, because this is money right there. Whoops, sort of spoke too soon. It still is, because it's still salvageable. Yeah. Still salvageable. You just gotta have, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. And that's a lot, you know, and that's the first time opening it. It's a lot. More than you can imagine. See? Look how thick that is. You could water it down. Oh wow, no, this one doesn't have to be watered down. I like this blue. This blue is so thick and so blue that we might have enough. To paint him with one on one lap. Maybe. Nah, he's gonna need 2 coats too. Which means that you guys will have to come back another time to see him while I leave everything printing. See, I got so much on my hand that I could just use it. See, look at that. Remember, these paints are not cheap. So just try to scrape off whatever you can and just use it. It's not the best paint job. I won't, you know, I think if I tried to sell this and someone got it, they'd be like, what the fuck is that? They want their money back. Oh yeah, I saw your eBay. Your eBay was really cool, but that's a lot of stuff. Do you only ship local? Because I remember when I sent that plaque to you, if you look at the price on that, that was expensive. Like, it cost more than the freaking plaque itself, which was fine. I don't mind it, but I'm just, like, how does that work for you on eBay? When someone buys like your little guy or whatever it is that you're selling, who pays the shipping? And is it expensive to ship? Or do you do international or just local? Like for me, if I was gonna sell this little guy or anything, I couldn't do international. You know, it's like $25 just to ship abroad. Abroad meaning overseas. We're not gonna send the broad overseas to you. Anyway, shipping abroad. You have to be clear nowadays because everyone might feel offended and say that man is sex trafficking, he's shipping abroad or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, so that's why when we have our contests, there's another contest coming up for the soldering thingy, and there's another contest coming up for a couple of contests coming up. Oh, for the next week with the soldering, because we're going to do a giveaway. So if whoever wins, right, and if they're in the U.S., they will whatchamacallit, we'll just ship it, right? But let's say if Liam won, he's overseas, we'll just send him an Amazon gift card, and then, you know, that's it. You'll get the Amazon gift card equivalent to the value of whatever the prize is, right? So because internet shipping, it will cost like freaking $100, and then, you know, it's only a $20 game, and then hopefully you use your winnings to buy that game. But so I'm curious how it works on eBay, because I'm still intrigued. That'll take some time to set up too, an eBay account. I have one, but I've never sold anything on eBay. I've always been the buyer. A buyer beware. I'm curious about that process. So can I use my account, or do I have to, like, is it a new process when creating an eBay seller account opposed to the buyer account? So anyway, and then let's say when we have the drawing, if Liam won, right? because he's overseas. Then we get to have the drawing again, because remember, we're not shipping Liam. He's going to build his own. And then we could have the drawing again, right? So that someone in the US, or yeah, someone local, can have a try. Local, not local meaning crazy, but local meaning close by. Okay? I think I'm gonna, yeah, because the white dried, so I can paint over it so that it blends in. Oops, watch your stuff, don't spill the paint. We already got paint in places we don't want. It's pretty cool, right? And blend it in. It might look really well if I saw it this way. It's like an M&M candy. Move these. Glad I have off today. I was so tired yesterday from work that I wasn't sure if I'd have it in me. But I have to. The show must go on. My phone glitch. I didn't. Hold on. You shitting me? My phone glitch. I didn't hear if you saw the comment about my missus designing her own stuff on Sharp. No, I never heard of that. We'll have to check that out in a second. Wait, so she designs her own stuff? That's really cool. On Sharper 3D, we got to check that out, because my dream is to actually make stuff too. My shower thing was broken, and the only way to fix it was to either 3D print the part or somehow jerry-rig it. And I managed to fix my shower, but I couldn't find the part. And so, knowing me, I had to jerry-rig it. But if I knew how to design the part, imagine that. What if we were on a spaceship traveling to Nobile 12, wherever that new planet is, right? And we need parts. You can't call Amazon, right? Gotta be able to print your own stuff. And so it would have been cool if I could do that and just print a little thingy for my shower head, but couldn't. But I'm definitely, as soon as I finish this first layer of everything, we're gonna check that out, because if there is a software that his missus is using, I want to use it. I want to at least try. It takes a different mindset to actually make your own 3D stuff. You know, the math behind it, the measurements. Even though I have a digital caliper, I like the fun part of 3D printing. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's fun. So it's more the engineering side of it. And I even tried looking for the part. I was like, I'm pretty sure someone must have printed this part, and they did, but for different shower heads, which was a little bit of a bummer. All but mine. I didn't have mine. I just want someone to print my shower head. Nope. So now I'm gonna do his waist. I think the waist I'm gonna do black, a little darker. I think hopefully that one is open. I know I've used black before because I've mixed black and white to make a little bit of gray. Let's see. Yep. Because I don't, opening new ones can be tricky. And so this is going to be really tricky because now, and always add a little bit of water so that, the paint's not so chunky monkey like. And what I can do is just run the water over it, right? So that paint runs, and it's not. And then what you'll do is you'll fix it on the next layer, but at least it's not so chunky monkey like, and it looks really cool. It looks cool, but probably recommend see, and that's what you could use a little beaker to take some water. If you're not crazy about using the same water in the paint, just get another plate or something. I mean, it's black and it's fine. You can't go wrong with black, but I don't want it to be too. And all you need is a little bit from the dropper, like so much that I got to spread this out. You know, like it's not. Sometimes the paint can be too watery, and you don't want that. So that we either thicken it up with more paint. But this is going to be for his waistline. Now, see, this part can be a little bit tricky, but we'll get it. I was thinking, I wanted to Google something this morning, and I was curious, when did this TikTok thing with dances start, right? I'm like, what? How the hell did that become a thing? Because I didn't grow up with that. There was no, there was Dancing with the Stars, I think, but I don't know, even that show I hated. I don't know, it just wasn't for me. But then, you know, one day, I'm strolling through the internet, and now I see these kids dancing. It's like a thing. I'm like, what? Some of them look really cool. And some of them got millions of views. Not views, subs. And then, yeah, so that's really cool. I could barely do the cadence. You know, like, left, 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 right, left. I'm like, right, left, right, 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 right. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, so I always admire folks who can dance. Think you dance? Nah, nope, can't dance. That's probably it. It's probably people like me watching them, right? Like, that's so cool. Like some of the, can't dance. You'll have to let it dry. A couple hours. And then paint it again. But I'll share with you guys what it looks like. It actually looks pretty good painted. We're gonna paint Little Spaceman too on another one. I wanted to paint him, but I didn't. Whoops. It's okay. If you mess it up, just know that it's the first layer and you can fix it on the second layer. And remember, things are too chunky monkey. Just dip the paintbrush in the water. Oh wow, that's nice. And then run the paintbrush around and down and water it down. It's not bad, not bad. Oops. Man, I got some on my hands. That's alright though. Now I have to go wash my hands in a bit so I can see my computer. And check out the, I kind of like his arms yellow. I don't know if I have any down here. No, I don't. We can still fix them. This is why I use multicolor filament. I wonder what color he would actually look good painted in though. We didn't do multicolor. Yeah, it's gonna need another coat, but that's alright. That's why we're here. But it has to dry. I'm just curious about his arms though. Looks alright. It looks fair painted. I definitely recommend a different multicolor paint for this guy. Some prints look good painted, like animals and things like that, and others not so much. Spaceman might look good. This one too, but probably a different kind of brush. From far away, it looks good. Still good. I kind of like his arms, so I'm gonna leave him like that, and then fix him so it looks like he has a shirt, a blue shirt. We'll leave his arms yellow, and then we're gonna check out that software. See if it's, well, it's got to be good because she's using it to design her stuff, but to see if the interface is something like I could do, or if it's like complex, you know, way over my head, then I'll be like, nope. Whoops. Watch your stuff. Yeah, I think giving him a short sleeve shirt works really well. Makes it a little bit more natural. And sort of fixes the seams. So that, unless you have like a really good brush, or you can just like work it that way. Oops. And like I said, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty, because they will. Oh, man. I think it's alright. Nope, it's still good. This looks pretty good now. And voila. Because I'm going to leave his legs yellow. They look cool yellow. And then I'll fix his little, you know, I got another layer to put on top for that greenish part, but Still looks good. Yeah, definitely. Looks fair. We'll let it dry and maybe come back later, but I think we'll let this guy finish printing. And oh wow, buyer pays shipping $2.95. Yeah, so local. Okay, so then I would do local. So I would just figure out the logistics on. Yeah, because international's got to be tough unless you're shipping. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to. That's cool though, because you have the whole country to cover. You know. And as you see, the prints are endless. You could print that shelf and sell it, right? Because not everybody has a 3D printer. That's the thing, you know. And even if someone has the budget to buy one, they're not into, doing what we're doing, configuring it, slicing it, STL, the software, the this, the that, troubleshooting, leveling your board, and so don't be. That's why I'm like, maybe I can do that. I don't know what prints to sell. I probably start by selling all my prints here and see if they sell. Make a website for all the prints, and then with a redirect to eBay. My phone glitched. Yeah, that's all right. That happens. Maybe it's not his phone. Maybe it's my stream. So this isn't so bad. Nice. I'll let you guys have a peek. Ah, the rim. We can leave the top part for last, but here, I'll let you guys have a peek at my buddy. Thanks to Midnight Off-Road Runner. Well, I want to check out that site though. I need more layers, but so if we look closely, oh wow, you can put them on your finger to paint them. It's all right. I want to work on the 10 mil, and this is hands. I can put them on a swivel. I have a swivel. You guys can see. Just trying to get all the detail. Yeah, I'll fix the 10 mil later, but it's gonna need another. It's gonna need another coat, at least 2 coats. Now let's check this out, and that's gotta dry now, unfortunately. So on that note, move these over here. And don't forget, you can mix the colors if you don't have the color you're looking for. I also have a varnish somewhere. Actually, I should have put that. I mean, you know what? I'll put the varnish on the next coat in the next batch. I'm not crazy about the 10 mm, but that's fine though. We could paint that last, you know, so it's fine. And then we still have another layer on top. So let's check out Sharper 3D. Let's see. Interesting. Ah, it's not free though. Oh, it's CAD. Okay. And I don't know, I might experiment with that, definitely. Oh my god. It's online though. I'm not crazy about online stuff, but in the video everything's happening in real time. I don't know, I'll have to check it out. Oh wow, Unilever uses them too, okay. I will definitely check it out. Cool. And then now, back to our show. There's our little buddy. How much time is left on the little buddy? An hour and 34 minutes. All right, so we'll leave the buddy printing, and maybe move myself there in the corner. We'll lock that. And that one's locked. Okay. And that's it. I will be back. We'll leave this like this, so you guys can continue to watch the print. And I might do some other stuff in the meantime. Wish I could fly, but as you saw, it's just too windy. Thanks for that link, Mark. Midnight Off-Road Runner. I'm definitely going to check that out, because maybe I'll be able to fix my shower for real and not have it jerry-rigged. My phone died. Gotta charge it. Gotta go to the recycling center anyway. Got so much plastic lying around. We still have our gifts from the holidays that need to get, you know, the boxes and stuff. So I'll be back. Oh no. Yeah, bummer. If you don't charge your camera before the live stream, you lose the camera. If your camera's charged at 100% and you live stream, it's just gonna somehow connect it so that it streams forever. And my camera battery is, we might lose it, but definitely not that one. All right. Maybe if I just leave it to print. Huh. No. I'll leave it like that. This way it's locked into at least one or two cameras. Got paint on here. It's fine though, it's just paint. Could use rubbing alcohol. Actually, I'll do it. Can I? I'm not sure. I can actually do it now. I'm not sure if I have a cloth. go. Oh wow, 1% left on the battery. Pretty wild. At least it's charging. We lost that camera. It's alright. And there we go. Kind of neat, huh? Gotta love it. Let's see if it comes off the board. Oh wow, this one comes already preset with a, oh, I think that's probably in my settings. Hold on a second. That's why you always want to check your settings before you print, but that's okay. I already know that this wouldn't do much harm since the previous print, there wasn't much done to it. Let's see what we got to it. Except I think I added a brim, which is, we'll go here, File, Open Reset, Socket Buddy, and if I slice it again and go here, yeah, and then if I go here, if I go to Preview, right here, Preview, these are all the layers, see, right there around it, which is fine. That didn't really, that'll just make it easier to take off the board, because I actually thought I would have to do this to the Master Blaster, but apparently not. In case you're wondering, see, right there, little brim around, and you can remove that. If I go to Show Custom, you can remove it from Custom, or you can go, we have Speed, we have Travel, we have Cooling, we have, see, Build Plate Adhesion, Brim. See, there's a little brim. And then if you don't want it, what you would do is you would go here, and then click on the X, right? You don't see anything, but then watch this little arrow, and then that restores everything to default. And now, if I slice it again, take scrape like maybe what, a couple of minutes off, but now there's no brim. See? And I thought I'd have to do that for next week's print, which is already in our printer, but you don't have to. Here, and then it just leaves a little, you know, little thingy around there, and that's it. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's check out our little guy, our little friend. Hello from Kenya. Nice to have you here. And we made it all the way to the other side of the world. Hey, Vincent Gaming. Nice to see you. Pretty cool. All right. Oh, yeah. And now we are here. Okay, hold on. In case those of you just came on, I'll show you. See? Just have a little, we removed the brim, and now it's just a regular, you know, little thing that goes around there. Hey, could you shout out my Mrs. Courtney? She's watching. Hey, Courtney, nice to have you here. We actually checked out your Midnight Off-Road Express Runner suggested the sharp3d.com. I will definitely give it a shot and try and see if maybe I can fix my shower piece. It's CAD, but I like how in the video everything happens in real time. Look how smooth that is. But hopefully, you know, there's no lag when using the app. But this is kind of cool when you think about it. Look at that. So I'm definitely going to give that a try with some STLs, maybe with the next week's print. This one, the Master Blaster. Maybe we could use it, right, to combine this thing, our magazine. See, this way we don't have to have a 6-shooter. Maybe we can like somehow make it a 12-shooter. I'm not sure, but that's it. Yeah. So shout out to her. Shout out. Thanks for watching, Courtney from the UK, who's partners with Midnight Off-Road Runner, World of Warcraft. Her name is World of Warcraft. All right, we're World of Warcraft out there in the UK. Let's check out our print now. Hopefully this one. The only downside to this print, but what if I needed like a 5mm or 6mm? It'd be nice if the creator threw in those settings so we knew how to scale it, you know, what percentages to put in, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure you can find a 5mm out there too. Let's check it out. Let's take them off the printer. Remember, it has a brim. Wow. This one's hard to take off, but we got them. See, the brim comes right off. You just pull it. I actually have another 3D print that I have to take the brim off on. Maybe we'll get a 2-for-1 today. Brims are really easy to come off, but usually you put it on something that's really, you're afraid is going to come off the board. But you know, see, we'll just have to fix his legs a little bit so that they all move. Because the brim, so, you know, just use tweezers to get it out. That's an easy fix. Remember, he was just stuck on there. Wow, I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and sell it. I'm gonna put it on eBay and see what happens. So here we go. Here's our socket buddy. Hold on one second. So we got one being painted. See how the legs move and everything. Really cool. I just fixed the camera so that we can just have there, since we lost one camera because the battery died. And then now, look at that. Really nice. It looks great. Let someone else paint it. Maybe I'll sell that one. See, I'm going to see if both sell. I'm definitely going to put them on eBay. See, we just do that. And then we, if you can, you know, I have somewhere some tweezers. At least we don't lose the mic. If I had a battery operated mic, we lose that too. And that's the app. See, we just do that. Take off the stuff. And you just want to get in where, you know, the excess is. And usually it's not going to print like this. You just remember, always check your settings beforehand, because as you can see, Cura saved them, and we didn't want that. But that's okay. Thankfully, it was a brim support and not supports everywhere. Oh, this thing's really flexible. I can't believe they're selling like hotcakes. I'm gonna sell mine too after I clean this one. I'm gonna sell one painted. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, like brushed or something, right? And then make it look a little cool looking. See, kind of neat. Just be careful, don't break them. Just take off only what's needed, only the brim supports. And look at that, legs move really nice. I like that. It's just so freaking cool. Look at that. How many prints can do that? Move parts. Oh, the dragon does too. But it's just amazing, the engineering behind that. See, and there we go. Our 10mm, and it probably works too. Yes, means this is a line they were talking about. We could spin it around. For me, I wouldn't spin it for the sake of the line. I would probably turn him around so that he's facing you when you print them. So to do that, so once he's on the board, it's fine. You can print it whichever way you want. And there's actually a video I have on that that shows you how to spin your print if I can find the part somewhere. Interesting. We had it somewhere. Oh, here it is. Hold on one second. This, see? But this is not so that you can have him face you. This like when you print a multicolor filament, when you turn your print, it's gonna print different colors. It's spun differently. See, look, darker blue, this blue, lighter blue, greenish, green, 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 and then so what happens is in your print when you spin it around. So in this case, I'm going to move the build plate around, but if you turn your print around, right, this is how we print it, right? So pretty ideal. But let's say if the camera was facing the other way, oh, we can't see. Hold on. Oh, I don't have a camera. Maybe just there. So if the camera is facing this way, I would select him. If the camera was facing the opposite way, I would select him and then rotate him so that our audience would see him as he's printed and they can watch, right? And then when you slice it, just to make sure, right, you can do a preview, right? And we know he's going to print that way. See? And did he print? Which way did he print? Hold on one second. Let's go back into the live stream. Oh no, he printed the other way. Oh, that's really weird. He printed facing that way. Okay, so let's see. Let's close this. We'll quit it. And then open recent. We'll just go back into Cura. And that's the old stream that's playing. It's over. I'll go to File. Open recent. Socket buddy. See, that's really weird because he didn't print that way, and that's the way the printer is supposed to be. No, you don't need any supports, which is great. But what's really weird is that, so that means this is this way then. If the blue is that, so then, that's really weird. Because he's facing this way, right? So I guess that's always the camera. I don't know, we'll have to see. You know what, let's try something. Let's do this. We'll do here. Give me a second. I need to find it on my computer. Leo. Thought it was on my computer. That's fine, we can just download it really quick. I already have it in my library, but it should let me do it again. I just want to try something. Download, and then it should bring me back to my library. I want to download the fish STL, and then go here and just open it in Cura. This only takes 2 minutes to print, but I want to see if it's something with the sub file or the settings. Let's see. Any minute, any day. Or at least we downloaded it, so that's good. Go here. Yeah, no, I didn't use supports either. I just had supports left out from my previous print. What happens is if you don't erase the settings from your last print, your next STL file you throw in will have those settings with them. So that's why before you print something, you always want to make sure that you reset all settings. In this case, I didn't do it. I just assumed, like, after downloading it, that it was gonna keep everything as it was, but it turns out Cura is not even starting. Let's see. We'll just do a force quit. Force quit. And now we'll just wait a second. And now it should open, hopefully. Yep, there we go. Yay, we got Cura up and running. Alright, so look, now I should go to my open recent. A socket buddy. Okay, so it didn't save the fish trying to open. Alright, so then we'll leave that like that. That's one of the glitches with the new Cura. Thankfully with me, I have that, and I don't have issues like some people are having trouble slicing. See, the fish prints up facing. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to drop the fish down. And what we'll do is we'll just go here, there, and then just drop them on faceplate. So now you see how the fish is facing that way, right? So I presume that the camera is facing the other way. So I want to turn him this way so that you guys can see him as he prints. And we'll just slice it in 3 minutes. That's fine, just leave it like that because we'll delete it and then go back into Cura. Not Cura, my printer. And right here, and printable files. So hopefully he'll print that way. I'm not sure why the other character didn't, but so now I'm gonna upload and fish there and print. Let's see which direction he prints in. You have design anyhow. Oh yeah, I designed my how to buy Lou sign. I like that idea. Yeah, I'm working on it actually. There's a woman I'm in touch with. Her name is Duchess, and she was gonna do some stuff for me, but I would probably use her to do the logo first before moving forward with other stuff, because first you want to have your logo and then build everything else around it, not build, let's say, a website or graphics and not have your sign, if that makes any sense. So hopefully, let's see, the fish will print in the direction that we want. Oh look, we have the time-lapse video too. It saves it by default, so we can but I don't know if it's in color or black and white, but let's see if it lets us download it. Yeah, see, it's downloading from the last hour, which is really cool. So we got a hyperlapse of our making friends, making a buddy. I'll try to do one as well if you want. Nah, we're good. No, it's fine. But that's great though. I appreciate that. But no, I want to see your website with all your stuff on it that you're selling in 3D prints. Oh yeah, that's what I have to do. My eBay. That is what I'll do next today when this finishes. I want to see if I can sell something. But doesn't eBay charge a commission? Like, I can sell something, but then eBay takes like 10% or something, or there's a fee I have to pay. So I guess I have to build that fee into my sale or something like that. Almost there. I don't know. I'll know when I get there because I have to experiment with it. Look, check it out. Automatically generated by, see? So that's the rule. So it automatically makes a video for you. I like that. I like this camera. You could slow it down, add music to it. There are some more advanced printers where it takes a screenshot every time the printer moves away from the object, and then that's why in some prints you only just see the object being created, but this one doesn't have that. And then now, see, it's printing. Oh, let's go back to the printer. Let's see. Print. Let's see what we got. See? And then we would turn it so that it's facing you. And look, the fish is facing. So like if it was a man smiling, happy face, we'd spin around. But also that's what this is used for. This is used for because if we were going to paint in multicolor, depending on where its position will determine what color you get by default. So if I wanted it more green, it would be that way. If I wanted it more bluish, I would turn it this many degrees that way. The only downside to multicolor filament is that you got to print one of these for each color that you have. That's the only downside, if that makes any sense. and that's why my dragon came out the color that it did, because you know, did it that way. There's a video I have on that so you guys can see, and that's why you see my dragon has more of a bluish tint to it, because I wanted more blue than green. So, you know, there's a video, you can watch that, how to use this thing, digital calibration tool for multicolor filament. But yeah, and I'll also make sure, like if you, whatever you print, so you don't make the same mistake I did, this one has to be printed with a brim. And if it doesn't, then it won't stick to the board, and then you run into other issues. Let's see what we have here. And there's the fish, see? Painted in a direction towards you so you could see him. But except, you know, I would have done this with the other one so we could have seen him. But next time, that's okay. Next print we have next week coming out. So this is really cool. So this one, see, we can't undo it without breaking it. So what you got to do is you got to do one at a time. One at a time. One at a time. This is a little fidget, waffle fidget. I like it. Well, my kids like it. And then she kind of grew out of it. She's like, yeah, I don't like it anymore. And then I printed her something else. Like, it goes through a phase of things. She has her own 3D printer too. That was sent to us. We did the video on that 3D printer for kids, which is really cool. It was nice to get that. Because it was like a $300 printer, and all I had to do was make a couple of videos on it, which is really cool. Then they asked to have the videos packaged. I was like, just download them from YouTube. There's no need to transfer the files. But in the beginning, they wanted to send me another printer, but they didn't send it. It's fine. I guess because the video, the campaign, so they call it, wasn't as successful as they expected it, as they planned. So I wasn't worthy of getting the other printer, because in the beginning they like, I don't know, I could share you guys an email another time. They were like so excited. They're like, we want to send you both printers. I'm like, oh wow, awesome, great. And then somehow they changed their mind, and then they didn't want to send me any printer. And then I wrote back to them. I said, I don't know what the problem is. First you want to send me both printers, now you don't want to send me any printer. That's fine with me, but you know, why are you wasting my time and getting my hopes up? Because I already told my kids, you know, I showed them the email, they know how to read. And then they sent me one printer. I was like, fine. And then I made the videos on that, because I think what's happening is a lot of these promotions I get from the companies that say they want to send me stuff, like, hi, we love your videos, and then here's our TikTok link. I'm not on TikTok. So they assume that I'm on TikTok, and do I look like a TikTok dancer? And a lot of their links and URLs are redirect specifically for TikTok. And so once they write their cut and paste, basically I think their emails to me are cut and pasted in there, because they all basically say, we love your YouTube / TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. I don't think I'll ever be on TikTok. Maybe if I start dancing, maybe if I do a content redirect, where my content redirect is going in the direction I want it to go in, and it's not going to be dancing. But YouTube AdSense works a little bit like that. You just got to keep dancing to get that Google AdSense revenue coming in, because once you stop dancing, the funds are low. You know, you stop getting paid, which is a little bit of a bummer. Like, let's say I can wake up in the morning and see $500 inside my Google AdSense, and then all of a sudden that $500 turns to $200. I'm like, what? Then it's like $100. It fluctuates that way. It's so weird. So you can't rely on the YouTube, if you know, because 1 minute you're up, 1 minute you're down, 1 minute you're excited. I'm like, oh no, now I'm gonna buy a printer with that, and the next thing you know, The deal's not done till the money's in the bank, which kind of sucks. I still don't understand the logistics behind that, like how the frick that works, because it works a little bit like the stock market, you know, where 1 minute you're up, next minute you're down. So don't go out buying a Ferrari until they transfer that money into your bank account. Or if you win the lotto, don't go applying for credit and assuming that you're going to get paid next week, because the deal is not done until the money is in the bank. So yeah, but I enjoy this as my free time. So as you can see, the one thing I did stop doing was using copyright music, because every little bit counts. Look, I was able to buy paints, I was able to buy some stuff for our future videos, right? So every little bit counts in that sense, because the money from the candles, please keep the lights on. The money from the channel goes towards shipping something to you if you win, right? Buying something, more filament, right? 20 bucks. I already have my other filament on its way, my glow in the dark. If it comes, we're gonna print something that'll glow in the dark. Maybe the spaceman, that would be cool. But something new. I have to find something new to print this way, keep you guys engaged, because you don't want to see that print again, right? We already saw it. So I have to find some. One thing you guys haven't seen printed though that might look cool is Nova, the spaceman. That would be awesome. That's a hard one. Not hard to print, but the supports are hard to take apart. But I already have them in there. That would be awesome sauce. Yeah. Who doesn't want a Nova? But I love that Master Blaster. I think that tops them all. The Master Blaster. I think that now we got to do better, right? Like literally, no, I think it doesn't have to do better, but the Master Blasters is the first print I was able to print without having to scale down, that had moving parts. Remember the propeller thingy, the little copter toy had to be scaled. That's what I mean. That's when the STL file is good. Don't tell me if hey, it's not printing, that I need to fine tune my printer, right? I need to change the settings. No, look, I was able to print the freaking gun, not real gun, but semi-automatic with bullets and a magazine cartridge that drops down as you shoot each bullet, right? Without having to recalibrate anything. And then of course the next print isn't going to work that way, because that's how they made the STL file. That's proof that it's all in the STL file. It's all in how they make it, like the guy who built that freaking semi-automatic should have done the dummy 13, because it's just phenomenal. I will print that one next week though. We're going to print the semi-automatic in real time so you guys can see. But yeah, unfortunately they always play that, even at the office. They were like, not my office, but some companies, like, it's not me, it's you, the whole blame game thing. No one wants to take the blame for anything. That's why I like YouTubing, because there's nobody to blame but you. Not you, my viewers, but you as in me. If you fuck up, you fuck up, right? And then you just do better next time. You don't have to meet with HR and be on the path to success. And every little thing you do. We have trolls for that. Trolls are alright. But even that, who cares, right? Because it's your channel, But some people lose sleep over the trolls. Like literally. Me, I try to turn it into a video, so see if I can monetize on it, make 20 bucks off that troll comment, so that I could buy more filament. So you just see it as an opportunity. Oh, speaking of comments, I think I have to log into the Reddit and see more comments that need to be approved. Totally forgot about that. It's really cool, Reddit. Now it should work. But now that we took it off, do it slowly. Slowly. And then you have to do more as you unlock it, because, see, it's kind of neat. Then you can then you got to clean it up. I'll clean it up later. It's like a little fidget. Everyone, hold on one second. Everyone loves the glow-in-the-dark filament. The blue glow isn't as bright as the green one. Definitely good to know. And then you just clean that up, get out the excess, the remnants. See? And then you have this nice, you see there's more in between. This one has to be printed with supports, otherwise it won't print, or it just comes out caked onto your bed, print bed. So I wish I could say goodbye, but I can't because the camera died. That's the glitch with many cams. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe not. There's another application I have where we can see the camera. Totally, but there won't be many cams. Yeah, so with many camera drops, you lose it. Basically, you lose your stream. Can't reconnect. And that's how we know it's an application issue, because if I can open up another app and have a seamless experience, then we know. I'll clean that up later. But watch, let's see. I'll turn the camera on and then go to another application. Go to Quick Cam, back to the desktop. And then if I switch the camera, voila. See, that's why, you know, it's a glitch and bug with Minicam. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Thanks a bunch for those suggestions. I will definitely look into it. Green instead of blue. Maybe send it back and get the green instead of the blue. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. Or ideas for other videos. See? Remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks a bunch, Liam. Love my new print. I think I'm gonna leave the this is the blue one in case you guys are interested, the one that we painted. I'll see if I could sell that after I fix them. It still needs a couple more layers. It's kind of cool, a little different. Just still needs more touching up. Remember, that's one layer. I think it's gonna need two, and I will definitely add the other layer later. All right, I'll see you all next time. Go there. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. And then go here to my stream. So you have to go here to YouTube to end the stream. Hold on. That's the only downside. Oh, wow, it's still printing. Oh no, it's still streaming. Oh wow. So that's how much of a delay it is. Look at where it is. So that's why the streams never end when they end, when you do it through YouTube, because it's still going.